Apple TV Plus, creator of award-winning originals, versus Sling TV, the budget-friendly live TV giant. Two big streaming names, one big question. Which one really delivers? On the left, Apple TV Plus, unmatched in prestige and seamless for Apple fans. On the right, Sling TV, affordable, customizable, and packed with live TV channels. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty, here's our game plan. Here's this mind map that lays out all the stuff we'll compare. Price, content offering, streaming quality and platform, features including DVR, ecosystem, and availability, and finally, how happy current customers actually are. Got it? Cool. Let's see how each stacks up. Okay, so first up, price. Apple TV Plus, as of November 2025, is rocking a flat $9.99 per month. That's like no ads, family sharing baked right in, all neat. But to be fair, you're only getting Apple's own shows, so the value kind of depends on how much you like that. Now, then you've got Sling TV. The base starts at about $19.99, which sounds all right at first, and there's some cool bundle options if you want, say, more sports or news. But here's the kicker. Those add-ons ramp the price up super fast. If you want everything, some plans go north of $60 a month. So for sheer affordability, Apple TV Plus sort of wins this one. Not just for the sticker price, but for keeping it simple. Let's talk content. Apple TV Plus is all about those original shows, like Ted Lasso, Severance, and some really fancy movies. And they're all in 4K and HDR, which is sweet. But yeah, no classic TV, no big mainstream hits. It's just what Apple's cooked up themselves. And honestly, that's not a ton. Now, on to Sling. Sling is kind of the opposite. It's a live TV buffet. News, sports, a bunch of entertainment, and sometimes you even get local stations depending on where you are. Packages are customizable, which is cool, but finding the right mix can legit feel like assembling IKEA furniture. There aren't a lot of exclusive on-demand shows, so if you're all about originals, not great. If you want choices, though, Sling's definitely got the edge here. Moving on to streaming quality and where you can actually watch, Apple TV Plus, seriously, this is probably the smoothest platform in the game right now. Nearly everything streams in 4K, HDR, with crispy Dolby Atmos sound, and the app is like butter, especially if you're using an Apple device. The catch? Yeah, it's totally designed to be best on Apple hardware, so if you're an Android diehard, might feel a bit left out. Next, Sling TV. You'll get HD for most stuff, and hey, some channels even stream in 4K, but only in certain markets and only on select devices. Their app, not going to sugarcoat it, has some quirks, like freezing up during live events. Plus, the visual design feels a little dated. Apple TV Plus is just easily in a different league for smoothness here. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. Did you know Apple TV Plus is literally the only streaming service that's won the Best Picture Oscar? Yeah, they snagged that with Coda back in 2022. Talk about bragging rights. Features and DVR are next. Apple TV Plus keeps it super simple. Every show is fully on demand, so you can download anything to your device and watch offline whenever you feel like it. There's no DVR because, well, why would you need one? You just hit play. Now, Sling comes in clutch for live stuff. You get a cloud DVR with 50 hours included, or you can pay up for unlimited. Also, you can do multiple streams, like up to 4 devices simultaneously if you pick the right plan. But the DVR? That basic limit is kind of tight unless you fork over more cash. Again, Apple makes offline binging a breeze, and for live TV fans, well, Sling's the only option here. Let's talk where you can actually use these. Apple TV Plus is pretty much everywhere now, globally, and it folds into all of Apple's hardware really nicely. If your life is Apple everything, it's seamless. Downside is, you're kinda in the Apple bubble, so it's not as friendly for folks on other devices. Sling TV's more old school, mostly US focused, works on nearly every smart TV and device out there. But getting local channels? That depends on where you live. And in a lot of cases, it's just the big ones. Apple TV Plus has the edge if you live outside the US or love the Apple ecosystem. Last one, customer satisfaction. So Apple TV Plus actually scores super high for quality and reliability. People really love the experience, and it's super easy to manage your plan or cancel if you need to. Seriously, no hoops to jump through. But Yeah, people do wish there were more shows. Sling TV, meanwhile, gets props for being cheap, so if budget is king, lots of fans hang in there. But if you peek at reviews, ouch. The app's stability, lineup, and, general frustration come up. One person even said, "Sling really sucks, and I only use it because it is cheap." Yikes. Apple TV Plus just wins here for keeping customers happy. If you visualize all these categories side by side, Apple TV Plus kinda sneaks out a win more often than not. It crushes it on price, streaming quality, global reach, and keeping viewers satisfied. Sling TV, though, is unbeatable if you need live TV, more channels, or just want to pay bottom dollar for some cable-like action. Honestly, here's my take. If you're really all about prestige originals, critically acclaimed stuff, slick experience, and don't want to deal with ads or chaos, go with Apple TV Plus. But you know what? If you need live sports, local news, or just want to dip your toes into cord cutting without breaking the bank, Sling TV's the classic choice. Both have their quirks, but the real winner today is Apple TV Plus for most categories. And hey, it might just depend on what you actually want to watch. All right, so still deciding? Here's what I'd do. Try a free trial or jump on a promo if you can. Apple TV Plus is super easy to test out, and Sling always has promos too. Bookmark this for whenever you make your next move in the great cord-cutting saga.